Hi guys, I wanted to start making videos just because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's anyone on YouTube that I've seen so far that has all three skin types. So I am normal around my jaw, I'm dry across my forehead, then also oily in kind of like my T-zone, so down the middle of my face. I've never seen anybody on YouTube who has all three, so I wanted to just do this just to document half for myself and half for anyone who may have a similar skin type to me, just to be able to gauge how some foundations may react. So at the moment I'm just going to document what each of my foundations that I use at the moment looks like, tell you what works, what doesn't work, and just generally how my skin is on the day. So I'm just going to jump in. So the primer that I'm wanting to use throughout this is the Baby Skin. I think this is quite old now because it has the new on it, and I don't think it's really new anymore. And I just use this through the middle of my face. I have to put way too much on my fingers. Just through the middle, so I am just recording on the iMac for the time being because I do not have thousands of pounds to spend on a camera. No. Right. And then I'll just get across there because I did put out way too much onto my hands. You can generally see my skin is now gone so red, as well as this on the bottom. I've actually got a spot on the edge of my nose here as well, which is so painful. But anyway, right, so getting rid of that. That's the catch on the window. I then typically go in, this is my kind of saving grace, is the Age Rewind, who is it? Maybelline. I always think it's L'Oreal. I know it's wrong. But Maybelline Age Rewind, I just dab it on to get it under the eyes where I am conscious I have some age issues. You can see how much of a difference that is compared to my skin. So around my nose, down my smile lines, and especially through this middle section of my forehead and my eyebrows. That is where I'm having age issues at the moment. So I will leave that be for a quick second. And then I take the, is it Revolution Makeup Revolution? This is the stick foundation that they recently brought out. I've used quite a lot of this now, but I generally just use it. It's 1, 2, just to cover the redness on my cheeks, because this is not good for oily skin at all. So I use it on my cheeks where I'm not too oily. I've got quite normal skin, so it doesn't make much difference how it settles in, really. And I've got a damp Real Techniques sponge, and I will then gently, don't really blend it out too much with this concealer. The foundation I will just blend out ever so slightly. Then you can see it's just sitting in those exact areas where I need that, not blending out too much. And that's just the way that I like to do that. It leaves the coverage where I want it, the serum with the anti-age in it, again, exactly where I want it. So it does look a little bit like patchwork when I first started with this. Hair in my mouth. Then I go in, I'm trying, if I put that on the right way, I've tried this a few times and I can't really get it to work long term for me. It's supposed to be a 24-hour full coverage foundation, but it separates on me with my my oil. I think this was made to be for oily skin. Also, I forgot to mention everything. In the Maybelline, the concealer, I'm Neutralizer. That's one I use. In the Revolution, I'm F1. I'm literally the palest of pale. And in the Maybelline, I've got 03 True Ivory, because the other ones were too pink. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this was made for oily skins, but it doesn't seem to work for me. I'll take one pump. That's not all I'm going to use, and I will literally just start taking it off my hand, and I'll try and make that one pump work for one side of my face. And then again, try and get this across the other half of my face. So I'm going in with my Real Techniques brush. I take whatever's left off the back of my hand. I tend to use the flat side, just generally because I find that these sides get holes in them after a couple of times of using them. I've got about 6 of these now, but I generally, just as you do with any other sponge, is just press that into my skin. So as you can see, I still feel as though that's very red around here. Right, so I will try now and stop using this, because if I put too much of this on, it just hates me. I mean, look at my bloody hairline. It looks so much worse on camera than what it does actually in person. So I will, Revolution Concealer. This is what everyone said, oh, it's like Shape Tape, only it's £4. There's a reason it's £4, because they basically fill about this much of the bottle. So don't get that and go, oh yeah, let's like fill the sides and everything, but we'll only put about this much product in, and then that'll do you. It runs out so quickly. So in the normal concealer places, chuck that into there. I try not to go towards the outside of my eye, generally because I don't have any dark circles there. I don't have any issues with it. It's more the inner parts of my eye. Again, around my nose, cover that little spot up on the side there. Yes, I do use a doe foot to do that because I'm not bothered. Smile line to try and camouflage those a little bit. And again, I'll look on this mirror for this. I will attack the wrinkles that I get. And then chuck that on. I think everyone knows, if you ever watch a YouTube tutorial, you know exactly where everything goes anyway. I will then use again the flat side of this sponge. I have got others. I got like all the Real Techniques sponges, I think, apart from the diamonds, because I think they are useless to everyone. I also have a beauty blender, which is too soft for me, to be honest. It's just too flimsy. It breaks down too quickly. It's not my favourite. And then that is my base. I will stop at that. Next thing I normally do, again, everyone does this. Everyone knows how to do it. So I'm using the MUA Makeup Academy, because I don't think setting powders make a massive difference to me. They said, end of, move on. Got the 2 of them on there now. But I'll use, this is another pointed end comes in, because that bit's got a big hole in it, I'll move more towards this side. So again, it's the damp beauty blender, soaking it, cover it with powder, and I mainly get under my eyes because that is where I get my most creasing. Especially on my forehead where I do have the wrinkles, and so again, it will crease up. And if you could see this in person, yep, you can see where it's just splodged there. And I generally won't be able to get rid of that now. So I'm just going back to the more moist side of the sponge to try and blend that in. But again, this happens every time with this foundation. It just goes patchy. It's already started to separate on my nose. And the end of my nose is completely red and everything is separated and it looks disgusting. And this is why I do not rate this foundation at all whatsoever. So I've got the Brow Artist Plumper by L'Oreal. I've had this for absolutely forever, as you can tell. It's well loved and it is nearly run out, so it is a little bit of a sad moment. But I literally, because I don't have any issues with my brows, I don't have any gaps, I haven't plucked them to half hell, I can literally just put this to them and I'm happy with my brow. You can see it better on this side. I literally just put this through it. It's mainly the tail that I concentrate on because that is the most hidden part. Most hidden? Well, the fairest part of my eyebrow is the tail. So then I never have an order to how I do my makeup. Never. I do it different every time. So this time I'm just going to get the Revolution. This one I went on a big Revolution haul and was like, I need everything. The concealer kit. And this one is in Fair. Because again, my pasty ass bitch. So what I normally do is get this is one of them unicorn brushes. And they never ever had numbers or names. This is basically just the angled one, as you can see there, and it's dirty, so we can all have a good try. So this colour here, which I don't think they even have colours, nope. So it's the first contour one, and I essentially, that started taking the foundation off. That looks awful on camera, it doesn't look as bad. But, yeah. Like, literally in person, this looks nothing like that. Oh well. Yeah, you can see the foundation just does not sit well, and then it just creates havoc through the rest of my makeup. But I'll put that back, pick this one back up. I forgot what it's called. What do you call her? Lipstick Nick. That's her. She has taught Jeffrey a word for doing this, and I've already forgotten what it was. It wasn't feathering, it was something like that though, where they basically just go over the outskirts of that. Right, okay. And then I get my NARS Eater brush. Everyone in the world, well, not everyone has these, but a lot of people have these because they are quick and easy. And I will take the slightly darker one, just dabbing it in. You can't even see it on the bristles. And there you are. You can see it just puts that in ever so slightly. And I just go up and down my cheek. So right now it looks like a complete line, but in person you literally can't even see it, which is so annoying. How do people get the makeup to look good on camera? This is almost impossible. I'm still going to upload this one just so you can see the bad quality, but you can generally now see the extent that my skin goes to trying to make makeup work. And go on to eyes. I just grab this because it's the first thing that's on the top of my drawer, because it's my generally everyday. I reach for this because it's got everything in it that I need. So this is Jacqueline's. It's the original packaging, so it hasn't got the colours up here, hasn't got anything on the back. That's literally as it is because it was one of the first one that was brought out. Someone please tell me the difference between these two brushes. Hooray. Well, they're both Morphe. I've got the 505 and the 502. I think one's just slightly bigger version than the other one. So I will go with the larger one. No, I won't because it's got highlight on it from last week. The 505. So I'll go with the 505. So I use Silk Cream first. I think that is supposed to be the lightest colour. So go with Silk Cream, and I do get quite a lot on the brush. So just stick this. I generally put it through the whole of the crease. Now you can't see what I'm doing. Here we are. And I will pull it right up to the brow. Right in the inner corner, in the outer corner. Blend it when there's less on the brush, right up to the eyebrow. Again, fully coating it. Get it in there. Hang on. I'm going to go between. I'll start off with Pukey. I'm looking at the side of the screen for the colours because I've lost that bit of plastic with it on. I was like, straight in the bin. So Pukey. Again, same brush. I just keep it a lot more concentrated. Windscreen. Don't go around in circles. Just windscreen wipe motions. Get that in there. But again, there's nothing left on the brush. Pull it up. Okay, and I'm going to go in next and use my MAC 217. I was going to call this 214. I wonder if that's the new one that everyone's using. But I'm going to go in with Cream Skull, which is this one here. This is already a dirty brush, but I'm not about making brushes clean constantly. Making them clean, I'm not about cleaning brushes constantly. Right, so again, Cream Skull just a little bit, and I literally just use it across the edge of there. Don't worry if this looks scary and it's like up the eyebrow. It can be fixed. Right, so I've got that, and then what I do is I got this big ass brush. It's the Morphe M504. I'm just realising how many of these bloody M5s I've got. So I've got the 505, 502, 504, 505. Now I need 1 and 3, don't I? But I'm going to go with the biggest one, which is M504. Nothing on it at all whatsoever. And I just blend everything out. I need like half the size of this. What's this? The M412. I need like half the size. Right, I'm just going to have to live with it and be really precise and hope that it's fine. Because I'm going to use Hunt's, which is this one here. Like, don't ruin my life. Because it's the darkest colour that I'm using, I'm just putting it through the socket, nowhere else. Just doing small circles just to blend that through my socket, because I do have hooded lids, as you can see. I open my eyes, you can't really see the lid at all. You certainly can't see my crease, so I do have to pull it all up slightly darker. I was going to go one darker and go in with Jack's, but I think it's just going to be too dark on what I'm doing right now. And now I'm just deciding which colour to put on my lid. I think I'm just going to go with SBN because it's a bit more pinky, but it's still in the orange group. Okay, this girl's going to do. So this is the brush that you get in the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. So I'm just going to use the little stubby end. Get my spritz. This is what No Fix Plus looks like. So the SBN, and it does flake like fuck. Which did see it, it's one of them ones that you have to use. Right, so I am going to have to bring my mirror in. Sorry if you can see it in the corner there, because I can't do this just looking in a camera. Angela Bright, that's it. So you can look at her, she has me absolutely mesmerised with how close up, like, she does her eye. It's absolutely amazing. But she tried it, and it was the second time she tried it with this one palette. It was the first time, like, she'd done one when she got the Vault, and she just struggled. And I thought, if she's this amazing at doing all of the makeup and she's struggling, I have not got a cat and house chance. Absolutely not. So I've just ditched the whole idea and went, nope. She said on the video the other day with James Charles that her Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics is now looking to be launched this year, even though she promised it in 2016, 2017, but now in 2018. I was like, okay, let's just say if it comes out, if it does, then I'll start buying that stuff. So I feel as though these leftovers from Morphe just haven't been the best, and if people are struggling with them, I've got no chance. So, anyways, back to the whole thing now that I'm doing. I'm going to go in with, I was going to go in with Roxanne, which is this one. No, let's do it. Let's mix Roxanne and Jack's together, which is these two. Right, I'm going to look in my mirror again for this one. And again, all I want to do is go, but I'm going to save you the job of looking at that face. And just take some loose powder to the top of my brush, the top of my lid even. And I'm just going to correct, because that did have a little bit of orange in it. for my eyeshadows. And again, now that everything's pretty much kind of done, I'm going to take what's left of my Fix Plus, which is almost nothing. This is probably going to squirt out everywhere, so I'm a little bit terrified, but let's just deal with it. This is kind of what I wanted to show people. That when places design a foundation for some people like me, I get caught up in it all and I go, yes, like that looks amazing, I need it, I go buy it, I go spend like between £10 and £30 on a foundation to then put it on and go, well, it looks like shit on me, why does it look like shit? If they don't work for me, that's fine. They might work for bloody Jamie Genevieve putting it on. Yes, it looked flawless on her. She swears by it, she loves it, but she's got very normal skin with a slight little bit of dryness, so hers is going to stick to it and it's going to look absolutely amazing on her. Oily skin, it's going to immediately break down. The foundation, it's going to look flipping awful. So basically I'm just going to finish everything off with some mascara. Can't bothered with fake eyelashes. This is the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes, I think it is, yeah. Now, I remember this when it first came out. It was like the Million Eyes or something like that. I loved it then. Highlighter. With my brushes again. There's it, there it is. Always use the 501. Yep, there we are. I do have them all. Now I've got the Maybe Luminizer. It's not like blinding you in that light, is it? It's alright. Do that. I'm just going to go straight in for my matte lipstick, which is in the colour Brave. And I do love my liquid lips, but on days like this, I am not going to stand there in 18 to 22 degree heat with a dry liquid lipstick on. No ma'am. So I'll be doing some more. Like I say, I think I've just got a little idea in my head there, just to say, okay, I'm going to do a makeup one, then maybe like a skincare lifestyle type of one. If people say like get unready with me, I might film that tonight. So I hope this has been somewhat entertaining for you or somewhat informational. If you've got any ideas what you want me to do, if you want to show like the extent of my oily skin, anything like that, let me know. But like I say, I'll try to keep it 1 to 2 a week, depending on work schedules, and we'll keep this going. See you next time.